Hello, 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 Jello. Welcome, everybody. Oh, gotta share this out real quick. If I can remember how to do it, it's been so long. Make sure I'm muted. Yep, I am muted. Let's share this out. I hope everybody is having a great night. Yes, that was weird. All right, let me put this, share this out. Oh, okay. It's been a minute. Making sure I'm doing this all correct again. Hello. Hello, Craig. How are you? Oh, here we go. It has definitely been a long time. How are you doing, Craig? At least for this type of live. Here we go. Usually Tommy does all the sharing. Oh, I got a switch. How crazy. Oh, I need this. Oh, okay. Whoa. How are you doing, Craig? All right. I think I did it. It's been a minute. Wait for some people to come in. We'll probably have to chop this down a little bit. Let me get back over to my regular. Hi, what you doing? I'm trying to remember how to do all this switching over with the Facebook and sharing out and all that stuff. Been a minute. Are you on your phone? Oh, finishing the show. Okay, they're watching Black Mirror. Is that what it's called? On Netflix. So, yep. Yeah, Craig was in here. I don't know if it's. Let me refresh my page here. Can you hear me okay? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Oh, Craig is here. Hi, Craig. Oh, you can't hear me? Okay. Well, Craig says he can't hear me. So I don't know if he's messing with me. Oh, you're such a stinker. Here I'm thinking, okay. I said Craig, not Greg. Unless I don't. Oh, y'all are messing with me hardcore. My seat is going down. Sassy. Oh, that was the seat. All right, let me move this up a little bit. Anyway, how are you doing, Land Shark? Oh, that's what you call him. Okay. I was gonna say maybe you have to turn your sound up, but doing okay. Just okay. I missed the garbage can, but I'll pick it up later. Let's see here. Do, 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 do. There we go. I'm trying to find a really cute background for here. There we go. We'll do Shamrocks. They got a lot of new features on StreamYard. Oh, there we go. I was like, why is it not? Oh, cute little. There we go. I like that one. Let's see. Welcome, welcome to everybody who's joined. Don't be afraid to say hi. Just trying to get my bearings back. Going to be bringing back the Safe Place Mental Health in honor of one of my best friends growing up, Jenny. She just passed away, and so she was struggling, and I didn't know. So I am bringing it back. Gonna bring it back. Haven't gone live in StreamYard in a while. You go hi or hi. So Craig, you're sassy. Very sassy. Let's see. So I got to see, so over the weekend we went and celebrated Jenny, and I got to see and spend time with our other best friend, because there was three of us, Candy, and I got to meet her husband and two of her children, and it was nice to see her again, but not, I wish we could have had Jenny with us as well. It was pretty, it was sad to lose her. And we lost touch throughout the years. And then, hi, JRKR. Welcome, welcome. Lost touch, got back to get, ran into each other again, lost touch. And I talked to her last year, and hold on one second. There. I didn't realize that you didn't have a wrench, John. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so I got to talk to her last year, and which was good. And we had agreed that we were going to talk more. And then she passed away. So I'll show you guys a picture of her. I don't remember how to do this. Yep, that's it. All right. Oh, there we go. So that was one of my best friends, Jenny, growing up. She was awesome. We used to have a lot of fun just hanging out. It was me, her, and Candy. And I did go up and speak at her funeral. Um, Boy, was my anxiety horrible during that, but I did it. And she was awesome. She really was. We used to go to between Candy's house and my house. We would always hang out one of our two houses because Jenny's dad was in the military, and so he worked really hard. And so when he was home, you know, he just wanted to be able to relax. And with 3 teenage girls, that's a little hard to do. So we would hang out at my house or at Candy's house, and I should have shared this story, but my brain was just all over the place on the whole saying goodbye and being there. It was just very unreal, and I thought for sure I was going to wake up, and I still feel like I'm going to wake up, and it was just all a really bad dream. But I was telling Tommy, I was like, I remember when we were younger, we would go over to Candy's house, and let me show you a picture of Candy so you guys know who I'm talking about. Let's share this one. All right, so there's Candy, there's me. I've always been the shortest of the group. Jenny was taller, I believe, even than Candy. But that's my friend Candy, best friend Candy growing up. And then there would be Jenny, and I'm actually going to have, hopefully, if everything goes good and she doesn't see this live, Candy that is, I'm hoping to get something made for her and I for Jenny. So it was, but okay, so anyway, we used to go to Jenny's house, Candy's house, I'm sorry. And Candy had the record player. Her parents were older, so she had the record player. And when we were at my house, I had the radio mixtapes. That was just I think I just dated myself pretty badly, but anyway, we would go over to Candy's house, and we would sing into our hairbrushes. And we were going to be the next girl group. Like the Supremes and the older music groups. And so and then when we go to my house, we would do the same thing. We would sing into our hairbrushes, and then we would sing the newer music at the time, and then we sang and hung out and danced and had fun with the records. And Candy's actually the reason why I love vinyl records. It's my thing. I love it. And so every time I see a record, I think of her. And when I would see a mixtape, I would think all of us, And well, even with the records, I thought of all of us and how we had fun and stuff growing up. But Jenny's gone, and so me and Candy made a pact that we are going to make sure that we stay in contact more. They're actually going to come up, go camping with us. Her husband, and her 2 little ones, and one of her daughters. So, who is an amazing artist. She's going to be 20, I think. So, it'll be cool. Jaslyn will have some people to hang out with. Jaslyn made a friend over the weekend as well. She helped with the little ones during the service, and then she ended up making a friend. So there was good and there was bad, and Jenny gone, I have decided to bring this back, the mental health safe place back. And I'm going to start doing it every Monday. There might be a few Mondays where I might not be able to do it, but it will be, I'll let you guys know in advance if I can't do it the following Monday. But, and we're going to be going camping a lot this weekend, this summer. So I will be probably doing some videos while out there as well. It is just so gorgeous at Petenwell. And so we're going to do that this summer. We got a site, seasonal site. So it'll be interesting depending on the internet out there, because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It all depends on how many people are out there at the time. And then that'll depend on if you'll see me here or if you'll see me at the campground. And all that other wonderful stuff. And hello to everybody who joined. I see there's 4 people. Don't be afraid to say hi. Tommy made me this. Let's see. There we go. It's my tumbler, and it glows in the dark. I would turn the light off, but I don't think it'll show real well, the glow in the dark, but that's a green glow in the dark tumbler. And he made Jaslyn one, and then he made himself one for camping. So got to leave him outside to charge, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Yeah, I love it. And it's my new logo. So, but Tommy actually just paid a gentleman to do his logo, and it looked awesome. I don't know if he's still watching his show or not. Otherwise, I'd have him come on and show you guys the stickers and the rebranding that he got. If he wanted to. But it's been, whoa. Am I frozen at all? It looks like I'm frozen on my end. Maybe not. Oh, no. Maybe not. So how is everybody else doing? JRKR, how you doing? Craig is being sassy, so. Okay, cool. Thank you. I thought I was. It looked like I was, but we won't say what happened there. Somehow the YouTube got paused. So that's why I thought I was frozen. Meh. All right, I guess. What's going on? Anything I can help with? I can hear Tommy singing upstairs. Oh. Think about cutting my hair. It's so long. Oh. Just relationship stuff. I hear you. I hear you. Well, if you ever need to talk privately, you can hit me up on Facebook. Hello, and welcome. So with this being, me bringing this back, It probably won't be too much longer and I will sign out, but the schedule that I want is between 7 and 8 on Mondays. We got home a little late today, but otherwise I wanted to try to get dinner done, and it took a little longer than I wanted to. So whatnot's going pretty good. Tomorrow morning, just so you know, here, let me grab it because I don't. Jaslyn and Tommy will be on in the morning, and they have more boy baby clothes. All right, let me look at their schedule. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Oh, huh. I forgot I was signed into his, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna pull up the. So tomorrow at 7:33 a.m. they have the fresh inventory baby newborn to. Let's see. I don't know what. 6 months clothing. I had to look because I wasn't sure. And then the 14th, they have a women's contemporary. The 15th, they have adopt a plush. The 17th or the 16th, they have girls 3 to 6 months clothing. And then on my birthday, February 20th, I am going to have a birthday costume jewelry celebration. So I'm gonna try to get this going, and the jewelry, necklaces and stuff like that. And then yep, I did. It's fresh inventory, boys newborn to 6 months. That's how you have it written down. I have your whatnot up down here. And then the 28th, as of right now, will be coffee and chat. And plush and jewelry sounds good. Yeah, and I also have the beads. I gotta finish getting those separated and put those up, get pictures and everything, and put those up. I do have, let me see if I can get this light on real quick. Oh, no, I got it unplugged. But let me show you some of the necklaces that we have. Here's one. I gotta get this all. Oh, this light is really bright. The camera is not very happy. So I got, here's another one. So we got some pretty big statement pieces. Yeah, and there's a ton more that I have hanging up and stuff like that. And then where'd it go? And we do have a lot more auctions to schedule yet. So, and then the 17th is the meetup. It's a Saturday. Yep, the 17th of February is the Wisconsin meetup in Madison at the Benz. Which Benz is that? I know it's the Madison Benz, but I can't remember if it's the St. Vinny's or the Goodwill. I think it's St. Vinny's. And that starts in the morning. And so that should be fun. That should be a lot of fun. Let me figure out where all my events are. Jen, are you going to that one? The reseller meetup? SV Dig and Save. Yep. I wasn't sure if you were going to that one, or if you decided yet if you were going to go to that one, but it's 6 hours, 9 a.m. in Madison. Because the bins open actually at 10, but they're getting together at 9. So, oh, okay. Yeah, that would probably, he'd probably be way too tired for that. Way too tired. I know I would be. So, oh, why does it keep doing that? I think my computer's mad at me. Keeps pausing my YouTube channel because I don't want to miss anything. It keeps pausing it on me. Go figure. But Whatnot's doing pretty good. I'm not sure. I know a lot of people are going to be videoing, recording it. I could try to go live from there and see, or I don't know. I don't have StreamYard on my phone. Tommy might. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. I'm looking right now. But yeah, we can try to go live from there. I'll talk to Amber and see what she says about that, what she thinks. Maybe she'll go live from her channel and I can send you a link to it. You do get, okay, cool. So then maybe we'll just stream from Tommy's channel for the reseller meetup. I know there's a lot of people going from what I saw. So 9 people, or nine of us are, hold on, at least 9. There might be more. So I'm not sure. They're trying to get Chuck to come down. Back road bitter Chuck. They're trying to get him and his wife down here, or down there for it. So we will see how that goes. Ooh, I'm like way off. I don't know what's going on. But I think I can hear myself upstairs. That's funny. All right. Yep, I heard myself laugh. I did hear myself laugh. It's funny because, okay, so I'm down in the basement in the dungeon, and he's right above me in his office. And so, which used to be our bedroom, but we ended up moving upstairs, like to the main, second floor, and we turned our old bedroom into his office. And so every once in a while, I can hear, if we're like live, I can hear myself, or if he's playing music, I can hear it down here because it comes right through the floor. And I believe, yeah, because his desk literally is right here. Because our heater is right here, where the heater comes in. The light off to the right of me. Oh, the big bright. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Is that better? I turned that big light one right here off because it was actually kind of killing my eyeballs, but I should change that one off. Is that better though? probably not. Probably this one too. There. Now it's a little dark, but I know. I should turn on the lights over there, but this should be good for now. I wasn't trying to wash myself out or anything like that, but I think with because I have these light bulbs that I can do different. Is it still pure white? I hope not. But I have these light bulbs here that I can change colors. I have an app on my phone for them. And so I think I'll light this up. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to figure out how to set it up back here. I'm going to light it up so it's a different color behind me. Maybe even color change. I love color change. So, but I apologize for blinding everybody with my ghost forehead. Go figure. Oh. Do you want to come in, Tommy? Or are you like, nope? We redid our, Jen, did you see that we redid our, well, their whatnot area down here? We rearranged. So Tommy's office is a little messy at the moment because he's still got to try to get everything situated from, from when he brought everything down. But here, I'll show you. So this is the whatnot area. Those are our baby clothes, all whatnot inventory on these shelves, and then her new backdrop. And then this is all set up. So my desk is like right here. And then way back there is where Jasmine does her stuff. And this is whatnot and shipping label or shipping supplies and all sorts of things. And she's got so much more room now to work that she absolutely loves it. I gotta move this back down. And because she was with the way that it was set up before, she was like all smacked up, squished in between where the backdrop was and the table that we had in front of the laptop. So it just, yeah, it looks a lot better. They were going to have a show and then ended up starting moving this, thinking that it wasn't going to take too long. And then, yeah, they couldn't do the show because the whole area needed to be finished up. And let me tell you, it was very, very, we were sore. We were sore. And I hardly moved anything, but that stuff can be really heavy. I think Heavens, Tommy's buddy, came over and helped with moving that big shelf desk thing, cabinet that's right in front of my desk, because that thing was heavy. I mean, it was very heavy. So they ended up moving that together, and otherwise it would have taken us like probably a week to get that thing moved over because me and Jaslyn just don't have that kind of strength. Yeah, she's getting a lot better. She doesn't know a lot of brand names. She like the harder brand names to pronounce, and we just get all our clothes, all of us get it from the thrift store. So you never know what's a name brand, you never, this and that. And so I'm not too ashamed to say it, but she's learning the names and she stumbles on it, but she is doing phenomenal. She did I think you were in there last week when she did, I think it was Thursday when she did the baby clothes show. She did really good that day. And it helped that, you and a few other people were in there talking with her. So she's getting a lot better and very proud of her. Today she tried to pronounce a few names that she's never heard before, and it's funny because like with us growing up, we know like Jordache and stuff like that, and she was looking at it and she was like, "What? How do you say that?" So it was kind of funny. There's been a couple other closed names that she's tried to say, and I honestly, I probably couldn't pronounce them either, half of them. So we're like, hey, Tommy, what to say? But she's getting there. She really is. And um, she does her research. Oh, yes. She said today, so the Jordache, she was trying to read it, and right, exactly. JRKR. Yeah, she said it reminded her of DoorDash. So that's how she was trying to remember how to say Jordache. But it came out DoorDash. So I was like, yeah, totally not spelled the same. But okay, whatever you got to use to try to remember, that works. And but yeah, she's starting to relax a lot more. And so yeah, she's doing a lot better, a lot better. But they say it takes anywhere from 3 to 4 months to get comfortable. Even maybe even 3 to 6 months, depending on how long. Like they're trying to go live every morning during the week. So if you do that, then I would say maybe 2, 3 months. She's been doing it how long, Tommy? She's been doing this where she started going live every morning, other than when we had to go out of town. But oh, I hear her coming.
The fish has something to give you.
Oh, ring light. Haha.
The fish
Cool.
says hello.
Yes, we got a big old fish from. I don't think anybody can see it. Hold on. Oh, Jarek, here, look at what I found.
A child with a fish.
Look at that big old pillow.
It's soft. Don't be the fish. Don't be the fish.
That thing is huge.
It's here. This is a height comparison.
No, they can't see.
Here.
About 2.5 weeks, but missed a couple days. Right. She's like, oh, nice. Hello. So that's Tommy's camping pillow that she thinks she owns now. So
it's a fish. I go fishing.
Yeah.
It'll be the boat pillow too.
I have to have Tommy help me set this ring light up, but yeah, we picked that up over the weekend, and was it Wapaka, Tommy? I think it was Wapaka. I think that's where we were, Goodwill in Wapaka. And Tommy saw it. He liked it. I put it in the cart. I bought it for him for our anniversary and Valentine's Day. He's already gotten his gifts for our anniversary and Valentine's Day. So I can't. I don't know what it is. I can't hold it back. Like I can't. I'm not good with surprises. So I buy something, I got to give it to the person right away. My mom's the same way. My mom is the exact same way. So hello, and welcome. I see some more people joined us. I hope you're having a good night. All right. just trying to go back over here, through here. So, Jasmine's been doing it for 2.5 weeks, but missed a couple days, because of the funeral and everything. Um, so it, but she's catching on really fast, and her two favorite things to sell are the baby clothes and the plushies. So, where have where have you been getting your inventory? We have been getting them off of Marketplace, a lot of it. Like the baby clothes and stuff is Marketplace, and then the bins, um, for the plushies, most of the plushies. So, that's where we usually get that stuff. And we were over by my dad's this weekend in Clintonville. Even though Jenny's, funeral was in Oshkosh, we went and stayed with my dad for the weekend. And, the next town over, a lady had these baby boy clothes. And, so we went and we picked them up. Babe, did you want to jump on? These baby, Jen, wait until you see them tomorrow morning. They have some awesome, awesome baby clothes. I fell in love with one, um, that it just too darn cute, too darn cute. And I'm not exactly sure which bag it is in. Otherwise, I'd go grab it quick and show you. But it is so adorable. I cannot wait for them to show that one. And I'm not sure if they're doing it tomorrow or if they're going to do it a different day. But, um, I did send you the link, Tommy. All right, there we go. Um, but it was super cute. And Jen, you'll probably realize which one I'm talking about when they show it, because I personally have never seen, um, a baby outfit like this. So it'll be awesome. I hear myself upstairs. I wonder, did it did send right? Yep. He just has to mute his YouTube. Newbie move. All right. Oh, I should. After the live, I'm going to take, and I will put, um, hold on one second. I see you, honey. Hold on. I gotta turn it down some. Okay. Are you good?
What's
All
up?
right. What's up?
It's my big stack of shit behind me.
That's because you moved your big shelves down here for inventory. So it's forgivable.
So I got a big old mess.
Yeah. Are you bringing those belts from the living room downstairs, put on the shelf?
No, I thought I'd just store them in the living room.
Uh-uh.
There's not that many.
There's 3, 4 boxes. Jen, he has. Jen says, looks okay. It's nice. It's stacked nice and neat behind you, though. Yeah, that's not okay. And that's driving him nuts. I can tell. He's the OCD one.
You know, I got to get it all off the floor and onto the little shelf over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you another big shelf. She's laughing.
I hate disorganization. And we do. I got three big, huge boxes of drive belts for like snow blowers, lawnmowers, snowmobiles, ATVs, and stuff like that. They're all in the living room still. Got to get them downstairs.
Yeah.
I just got to figure out where I'm gonna go with them.
Well, yeah, that's true. And Jasmine went through and actually um wrote all the numbers and stuff for him.
Yeah, she wrote like which belts we have and how many of each.
Yeah. Jen
That's,
said, "I'm pretty chill."
those belts should be. Those are going to be an eBay flip. They'll take time. I'm not going to take those to Whatnot because the chances of a guy going to Whatnot looking for a belt for his Articat is probably pretty slim. So I'll put those on eBay and they'll sell over time. But we got there's over 100 belts.
Hmm.
We paid $25 for all of them. They range anywhere between 15 and $60 a belt. So
He did good on that pickup. She said, "You're like Keith. He keeps our storage units all organized. Can't stand anything out of place." LOL.
yeah, it drives me nuts. And I'm trying to figure it out how to keep Whatnot inventory and eBay to be listed inventory and eBay listed inventory separate so it doesn't get all jumbled together. And, you know, our basement size is okay, but not for everything we're doing.
Right.
See my new stickers?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Let me make you bigger. I wanted you to show everybody that. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see.
Good. Wrong one.
Yeah, I had to.
So I suck at designing, so I actually paid somebody to rebrand, which was
Yeah.
there's a holographic on there.
I should make you the.
I don't know why is it so blurry. How do you do that?
Um.
Maybe it's the one.
Well, because it's holographic like it is, it might be. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah, it's got the QR code on there. So I actually paid somebody to design it, and then he sent me these stickers. But obviously, we print, so now I can cut my own.
Now with that holographic.
I got all I have is clear laminate, but I can get holographic. It's not expensive.
No, but I really like this guy that did your branding.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's off of Whatnot, and he is pretty awesome. Is he on?
Oh, let me take a look.
I have your Whatnot up too. I think I'm gonna drop his link in here.
Yeah, if you're ever looking for branding stickers, he does stickers. We do decals.
Yep.
But he's a designer too, so he charges a $20 design fee. But he'll do it right there on Whatnot with you, and get you exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
I
I
don't
just
see him
gotta
on.
find him.
I don't see him on right now.
No, but I was looking to
But
see
if
if
you
maybe
put
he
his
had a.
link in, he
That's
says
what I'm
just
trying to find.
yeah, if you put his link in, he says just send him a message and then he'll get on as soon as you can. He'll send you a message back how soon he can be on. And I don't think $20 is a bad design fee,
Not at all. I just gotta find
especially
him.
for me, somebody that has not an ounce of creativity.
I have creativity, but not like that. Like his designs are just awesome. We've sat and
And he puts it together so simply, and he's like, "Do you like this? Do you like that? What do you?"
he doesn't get upset if there's a color that he's using that he doesn't like or that you don't like, and you say, I really just don't like that color. Can we try this color instead? And he's like, yeah, not a problem.
I've even seen it where he put somebody's design together, and it looked good, but the guy was like, It's good, but I don't want to be picky. It's just not what I'm looking for." And he says, "No big deal." He wiped it and started fresh.
Yeah.
And it's just a $20, and he'll work on it, work on it, work on it till you're happy.
All right. You're going to have to look him up and drop his link for me, please.
F 20 BBEE, I think. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If you could drop his link in the chat. And then I think I want to also put his link down in the description down below, too. Hi. That's Dawn and Mary. Hello, hello. Oh, come
There we
on.
go.
Here we go.
There's his link. But go to him, get the design, ask him for a copy of the image, a large copy, and then come to us to get them printed and cut.
Thomas. No.
Wow.
Oh, what did I do? I'm trying to pin it. And there we go. All right. So I have his link for Whatnot pinned at the top of the chat.
Yeah, just give them a bookmark. Dawn and Mary too. If you're looking for any type of like design
Branding.
stickers to design, we do decals. He does stickers, but he'll design a logo and everything for you. Put a QR code on whatever, $20 design fee, and he'll work with you on what you want live until you're happy. But
Try holding a piece of paper or something behind it and put it up against the so they can see again.
let me try.
Yeah, he did a phenomenal job with rebranding the Bargain Effect.
Does that work better?
Yes. See that holographic? See
Yeah.
how that shines?
Got the holographic in there.
I like it.
Got the QR code.
Oh. And because, Tommy is a product relocation specialist,
Yeah.
he incorporated that into Tommy's logo, his brand. So it was pretty cool.
Yup.
And I think
And
okay.
let me see. I might have somebody else for Jen.
Oh.
I want to see what she's selling. Yes. Jen, here's another one. I'll copy a link. Juliana is live right now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. She sells plush as well, Jen, and she's just getting started. So she's real reasonable on her prices while she's trying to build the following.
Oh.
And she's super nice. She's young. Was she 20 years old?
Yep. We thought she was Jaslyn's age.
Yeah, she wants to get into Whatnot. She had her first show last week or over the weekend or something.
I think it was last week, yeah.
She'd like to grow on Whatnot, but the problem she's having is she feels she'd like to do Whatnot, but she's struggling with getting funds for inventory to do Whatnot. So her sales aren't real large. Like she don't have a real large selection of inventory.
Right. Dawn and Mary, they said, cool, thanks for the tip. Yeah, and he charges $20 per design, and if you don't like it, it's not a big deal. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's real cool, and him too. He's been doing Whatnot, I guess, the sticker thing for about 3-4 months.
Mm-hmm.
But he's on some sort of leave from work now till the beginning of next year. So he said he was going to give this whatnot thing and the sticker designs a chance to grow over the next 9 months or whatever it is, and that'll determine on whether he goes back to work or
Yeah.
not after his leave. So I like to promote and help people out that are just starting, and trying to get rolling and being an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm. I told Tommy that he needs to bring that back. The entrepreneur. No, I can't say it. You got to say it, honey.
Entrepreneurs,
Yes, that show back.
yeah, need a co-host. I'm not good by myself. I need somebody to vibe off of.
Jaslyn. Craig.
Yeah,
Greg.
I thought of Craig, but I know he said he was back to work too. So I was like, and then I think he's doing something with somebody. It's supposed to be starting soon. I don't know.
Sassy.
Send me your resumes if you're interested.
Yes. We're looking for smart, energetic, funny, happy
I want to outside.
workaholics.
I want to outside the box type channel. I don't
Mhm.
want to talk about the same old thing that everybody talks about eBay sucks, sales are slow. This is what I found at the garage sale. Here's a bolo that now that I said it in 2 weeks is going to be worth nothing. I want a a show that's based on primarily reselling, but any other ways too that people make money. There's so many ways out there to make money. I tell Des all the time too. That's my problem. That's why I'm not as successful at reselling as I could be, because I want to make some money over here and I want to make some money over here and I want to flip boats and I want to fix boat motors and
ADHD.
I want to do marketing for people that are willing to pay me. And it's like I have a lot of skills and I try to make money off of each of them instead of just focusing on one. And everybody's like, "Well, pick your favorite," and I'm like, I
That's
got a
hard
short,
because all
I
of
got a
it
short
is.
attention span, so it's like I get bored. So then I want to do something else, and then I put it on the shelf, and then I miss it, and I want to come back to it.
And you
But
forget about it,
the reselling has always been the passion, though, the main passion.
right?
I just need to ramp it up. But then it's like even when you come to reselling, it's like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the slow dime on eBay? You want to do the quick nickel on whatnot? It's a lot to do both effectively.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Uh,
it's really hard to source for whatnot because sourcing for whatnot is totally different than sourcing for eBay. You know,
uh, Two Hip Chicks have a great idea. You could always do guest hosts and determine chemistry, um, and then decide what works with your ideas.
that is true. Maybe I could do that. I'll do some trial runs and then see if there's anybody I vibe with that would want to maybe go at it full time. That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. And you heard it first here on the Shamrock Pixie channel. Thank you, Two Hip Chicks.
Oh, see, what I heard was the gals would like to be one of my first co-hosts. Guest hosts. That's what I heard.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, JRKR says multiple streams of income can be good. Absolutely. And that's why I spread myself out because, well, we learned we used to be really strong. We used to be really strong on Facebook Marketplace with our decals. It was our best platform. I mean, what was it? Average 40 to 60 a day going out, and at $5 a pop, that with the occasional 15-inch going out, that was outstanding. And we still did eBay, but we didn't focus on it because Marketplace was the spot. And then all of a sudden, marketplace turned off. Poof! It just went in the gutter. Anything to do as far as shipping, views dropped, and we didn't have anything wrong. We had good ratings. Everything was fine. It's just for whatever reason, marketplace doesn't like to promote shipping sales now. So it was like, so that went down and down. So if we would have been totally just solely relying on Facebook Marketplace, we would have been screwed.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I always try to keep multi streams going at once. So it's like now, we got the decals, we got the whatnot. I'm reopening my eBay. So it's a lot, but that's why we do a lot of camping, because I need that decompression time.
Yep. Jared Kier said that's crazy about Marketplace. Yeah, it was good, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was done. Thank heavens we didn't have all our eggs in one basket.
Like overnight too.
Mm-hmm.
Like and and I know it was nothing that we did, because in the sellers groups for Marketplace, everybody. I mean, we were fortunate. We didn't have the struggles that a lot of other people have when Marketplace just kind of went. I mean, there were so many people out there that were waiting on money.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't getting their money for weeks on end, and I don't know what happened with it. Now I know Marketplace put out a thing where they're defaulting. When you search for something on Marketplace, they're going to default to just local sales.
Yeah.
And they're suppressing anything with shipping. Rumor is that it was to weed out drop shippers. That's what ruined the platform.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was
drop shippers were coming in, listing thousands and thousands of items a day, because these are computers, these bots to list, and then people weren't getting their products, or they were getting their Chinese version of not what was advertised. They would advertise a American brand or a brand that they thought was good, and then they'd get a Chinese knockoff. So then Marketplace was getting flooded with complaints, so they just said we're squashing it.
Yeah.
And it ruined it for all the good sellers.
Yep. So have you moved your sticker sales to Whatnot? We've had one decal show.
Yeah, we tried doing a show. Well, we did 2 shows, right?
No, we did one. One decal sale.
Well, yeah, but she bought like 8 decals. And then we had one decal.
Oh no, yeah, it was 2. It was 2.
And then we had a single decal sale, a marketplace, but not marketplace sale.
Okay, yep.
We did do the one show. We had about 8. A lady that bought 8, just one person that bought 8. And we did another show with them. Nobody bought any. And it's kind of hard, because like with Whatnot to send a decal, it's going to charge the buyer like for whatever it is, $4.60 or whatever.
Right.
And for us to make any money on top of that, because what we do is we sell our decals on eBay for $5, and then with the, what is that, standard envelope shipping,
It's
that's
64 cents.
64 cents. So we just eat that, but we can't get $5. So eBay, we make like $3.90 a decal on a 5.5 inch. If we wanted to stay competitive in price and Whatnot, we'd have to sell them for $1, which means we're making above our costs like 9 cents.
Yeah,
that's not worth it. Now, Whatnot did open up a standard envelope on their platform too, but you can only use it for trading cards. And I don't know what type of trouble I'd get in if we ran a show under the trading card category, but sold decals.
Yeah. Don't want to play with that.
Yeah.
Not gonna risk it. at
But
this point.
maybe we'll try the decal thing again on whatnot because and just take a different approach on how we do it.
Yeah.
Because the guy's selling stickers, yeah, and he's got the same shipping issue, you know. And he's selling stickers. He's getting people that are purchasing 100 stickers from him, you know, at a time.
You have to stay flexible in any kind of sales. Platforms change every day for sure. Yes, they do.
Oh, absolutely. That's another thing too. That's why I say I don't want the traditional reselling channel on YouTube where everything's like, oh, eBay did an update. Oh, there's a glitch. Oh, I don't like the way they did this. I want to have a show, you know, with a co-host that thinks like I do. Okay, eBay changed something. Here's the problem. Now let's talk about the resolution. Let's not just bitch and complain about the problem because that solves nothing. I mean, I'm constantly, if sales drop off, there's a reason. And everybody's like, eBay's slow, people are broke, this and that, this is wrong. Let's blame it on this negative feedback I got. Let's blame it on this post office. Let's blame it on eBay. Let's blame it on the economy. And it's like, never once do you hear them say, let's take a look at me. Let's take a look at my store. You know, what can I do to improve my sales instead of looking for every other person to blame for their slow sales?
They said you could contact Whatnot and ask them that. I thought the same thing. I said the same thing.
I could. And I thought the same thing too. But then I was like, well, what if I decide to try it anyways? Then I just brought attention to myself of what I might be doing. So
Because you're not going to do it wrong.
uh,
So you might as well bring it to their attention and be like, hey, look at
yeah,
what we did with
I mean, I
eBay.
probably should, and maybe they would open it up to the handmade category because there's a lot of things that people could sell in the handmade category that would go standard envelope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, postcards too would go standard envelope. You know, there's a lot of stuff that could go standard envelope. And I think, okay, with the standard envelope, as long as it's in a standard envelope, which is what, 6 1/4 by 11 1/2, I think you can go up to.
I think so, yeah.
It's less than 1/4 inch thick. The post office will accept that as a standard envelope. So who cares what's in it? As long as it fits and is, you know, no fatter than 1/4 inch, they should open it up to every category.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They said they have been pretty cool when we have had issues or questions. And then they said, the lady said, it would be adventurous to postcard seller.
advantage. I know what you mean.
Okay.
Be an advantage. Yes, it'd be very much an advantage. And I'm sure, you know, okay, now we know postcards because everybody on YouTube talks postcards. We know decals because that's what we deal with. And I'm sure there's so many other things. Patches. I know people sell a lot of patches that could be shipped that way. You know, and I'm sure there's tons that we're not even thinking of
Right.
that could be shipped that way. I mean, I was happy as heck when eBay opened it up because now actually on the 20th of this month will be the first time our Prints by TVE store will be top rated because we could never be top rated before because we didn't ship with tracking. So we're pretty stoked about that because that for one will help our our commission fees, and it should give us that little bit of boost in the algorithm.
Right. And we worked really hard to get it opened, the standard envelope opened
Yep.
on eBay.
So
Well, Tommy did majority of it. I'm the one that said, you need to get a hold of them.
oh, and I did. I got a hold of them every which way. I got a hold of them through phone calls, through emails, through LinkedIn emails, through Instagram direct messages. every which way, through Facebook, eBay for Business, and then all of a sudden, poof! One of the guys that I talked to on Facebook for Business messaged me back on it, and he's like, "You're not," because I talked to him the day before, and he's like,
I will
"I'm
be
gonna."
right back.
Okay, he says, "I'm gonna forward your message," and because I explained why it would be a benefit to multiple different styles of sellers and this stuff. He's like, "But there's no plans of it opening up to any other categories." And then, like at 6:30 in the morning, the following morning, he messages me and he sent me a link to the employee letter saying that they were opening it up to the next categories: the patches, the postcards, um, decals, and stickers. There's like 5 categories they open up. He's like, "You're not going to believe it, but they opened it up to these categories." And I honestly believe I was probably one of the first to know besides employees, because he sent me the employee notice before it even went public. So that was pretty cool. Whether we had some Destiny keep saying, "You got them to open it up," whether I did. All right, Jen, you have a great night. We'll probably see you in the morning on the whatnot. But whether I actually had anything to do with getting it opened or not, Destiny likes to believe so. But I'm sure I wasn't the only one that was complaining. I couldn't have been. Just in decal sellers alone, there's a ton of them. It is a very saturated category. So the only thing we can do in the decal category is stand out with our customer service and fast shipping. That's all we can do. So, two hip chicks, what are you all up to tonight? Just browsing the tubes? Just get done playing bingo? Because Johnny had his bingo tonight, I think, right? Listing stuff? Are you working? You relaxing? And it says 4 people in here. There's got to be more than just Dawn and Mary in here, or just Dawn, or just Mary. I don't know. Is it both you gals, or is it just one? I was editing a little and checking out YouTube. Cool, cool. That's another thing. That's my whole thing about doing YouTube is, like, I know in order to grow on YouTube, it's about pre-recordeds more than it is lives. Lives will get you your watch hours, but the pre-recorded is what's going to get you in the search. And it's like, I don't want to edit. I can turn a camera on, I can just record, but you got to edit it, you know.
Good night, Jen. Thank you for stopping in. We'll see you in the morning.
And I don't want to do editing. Workers me. Just on tonight. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
For sure.
That is so cool.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
flip the camera off here for a moment.
Okay.
Or
Oh,
a couple.
Hickory Springs. Hey, welcome, welcome. She's like,
Yeah,
I'm lurking.
there we go.
Look at that handsome face.
I don't know. Should I change the face picture with the logo now? The new logo?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, you don't want to look at my handsome face?
Well, I see your handsome face all the time. I can go upstairs and look at your handsome face anytime I want.
Well,
But you got a brand, remember?
I do. Well, I've always had a brand, but I just didn't like my look. I didn't like my design of it.
Right? It looked like preschool. That's what you always said.
Yeah.
Hickory Springs says, haven't seen you guys in a long time. Yeah, I'm actually bringing the mental health safe place back. Tonight, I talked a little bit about that, and then brought Tommy on to talk about whatnot and some real reseller stuff. So I just combined them. This is the first time I've been live for mental health in 2 years. Right, Tommy?
2, almost 3.
Almost, yeah. So I'm bringing it back. Um, one of my best friends growing up just passed away, and we said our goodbyes to her. Her funeral was this past Saturday, and she was struggling, and it made me kick myself in the booty. And so I decided to bring it back. I missed the signs when I talked to her last year, and so so now I don't want anybody else to have to struggle like she did, like I have in the last 2 years. Like our other best friend Candy. Um, so I'm coming back um, for mental health. I'm going to give people a safe place where they can come in, talk, and not have to worry about um, feeling judged. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, me, Candy, and Jenny, we grew up together, and because I didn't have sisters growing up, they were my sisters, and so we lost one of us, and so now me and Candy are making it a point not to have long time in between talking. We're check-in buddies. Is that the right term,
I
Tommy?
would I would guess. I would say so. I would think so.
Yeah. So she so me and Candy are going to keep in touch way more. We're actually going to go camping with them this summer, and we're going to spend a lot more time together like we did when we were kids. Um, it it was an eye opener. That's for sure. It was a huge eye opener, and I wish she would have no. I mean, growing up, we told each other everything, and as adults, we just kind of, how life takes over and go this way. You get busy. You go your separate ways. Even though every time, and it was weird too because even as adults, um, every time we would get together, it was like there was no time passed in between, and it could be a couple years in between. But every time we all would start talking again, it was like there was no time passed at all. And I kind of conquered a little, well, not completely conquered, but I did go up and speak, which is one of my um, very huge anxiety triggers. Um, sitting at your computer at home, it's a little different than actually standing in front of a group of people talking. And I got to tell, a story, one story, because I didn't want to, like keep everybody there for hours on end. So I did tell one story of her, and it was a great story. And so I would have loved to tell more. Like us, like at the beginning of the live today, I talked about how me, Candy, and Jenny, we would sing into our hairbrushes because we were going to be the next girl group, girl band. Like Candy, she had records. Her parents were older, so that's what they had. That's what she was allowed to listen to were records. And my house, it was the radio mixtapes. And so we would grab our hairbrushes and we'd dance around and sing and all that stuff. And so I have really great memories with her, and I feel super blessed that she was in my life. And I called her my sister. I didn't have my sisters. I do have two blood sisters, but I didn't know them until I was an adult. Candy and Jenny were my sisters growing up. And so we are definitely going to stay connected. And I recommend that to everybody out there. If you grew up with people in your life that you were best friends, you classified yourself as family, reach out to them, get back connected. Um, because as me and Candy learned, we're not going to be able to grow old with Jenny like we planned when we were younger. And so it's very important to make those connections back. It really is. So, um, Hickory said, easy to miss the signs. I hid them for a long time. Nobody knew. Yeah, and that's what Jenny did. So you understand a lot about not. It's important to reach out and to talk to somebody. It is very important, and so I'm bringing mental health safe place back for everybody who needs a place to even just sit and listen. You don't even have to share or anything, just sitting there listening, hanging out is better than not. It's better than being by yourself. It really is, and suffering. So that's what I'm doing. So, sorry, honey.
No, that's all right.
So we're kind of throwing mental health and reselling all in this one live at the moment. And we'll also, I'm probably going to end up having Tommy come back on again at a different time. And because he's a reseller, and this is probably going to come out way wrong, the at the mental health safe place, um, you know, he'd be able to like talk about, what he feels might help people who are a reseller who struggles with mental health. Not that he has mental health. That, like I said, this isn't coming out right, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, honey?
No idea. No. Yeah. Well, I know there are people that are resellers that do struggle with mental health. So I don't know how much I can help on the mental health side. I can help on the reselling side.
And that's what I mean, like, because, like, I'm not a reseller. You're the reseller. And I think you could probably give people, and you work with me, and you deal with me.
I try.
Um,
I try.
and you always are trying to give me helpful hints on how to redirect, or how to maybe try this, because you're a reseller. You might be able to um, use reselling to help resellers who struggle.
I think reselling is helpful. I find it helpful with you. You say you're not a reseller, but
I'm not.
in fact you are.
I'm not. I make
You're not a
decals.
high scale reseller.
I don't know what that means.
But you're not doing it like on a. You're very part time. Basically, you just help me out on a part time basis. You're not. What would you say? You're not a.
I don't get paid.
An official reseller. But I find the more you occupy your mind with other things other than what's you have mental health for, if I can get you to defocus on the mental health and focus on other things, whether it's reselling, whether it's camping, whether it's playing with flowers, you know, it I see that it helps
Yeah.
so whether it's reselling or whether it's a hobby, and people with mental health, I think, need to focus more on that, because the more you let your brain just sit in an idle, the more it's going to draw towards the negativity. That's
Yeah.
my opinion. I am no doctor. That's my
Yeah, we
opinion.
are not
I am
professionals.
I am speaking just from what I see in our own experiences. If I just let Des veg out, she goes down like this little dark rabbit hole, and she gets very negative. Not like negative where she's mean or anything, just like a negative. Like everything starts to revolve around negativity. So like she'll focus on the negativity in the news. She'll watch negativity on YouTube. You know, she's just drawn towards the negative stuff. The
I
more I can get her to interact with what I'm doing, the more she starts watching positive, happy people.
yeah, if I'm left alone unsupervised for too long. No.
I'm trying to say that. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like mean or anything. I don't know how to.
No,
I know
no.
what I'm trying to say. It's just if you're starting to get in negative thoughts, like if I see Des and she's starting to get in a negative thing, I try to shut it down. You know, I'm
Mhm.
not one of these. For one, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. So I'm not, and I'll say it fully. I am not the one for her to come to, like situations with her friend passing, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm there. I'll talk, try to talk you through it, try to, help you all through it. But when it comes to the anxiety, the depression,
The ADHD, the
even the ADHD, I can try to work with, but the PTSD and stuff like that, as much as I want to be, what up, Dwayne?
that's what you say, huh?
But as much as I want to be, I'm just not that guy. I'm not the guy that's gonna therapeutically talk you through. I'm more the guy that's like, put on your helmet and let's go find something else to do because
Thomas,
that
rephrase that. That sounded horrible.
life sucks. You need a helmet sometimes.
Hello, Dwayne.
Oh,
Your
you thought
friend's
I meant
about
the
ready to
other
get
kind of
grounded.
helmet. I didn't mean the other kind of helmet. I'm not calling you slow, honey. I'm talking about life sucks. If you get knocked down, you gotta get up. You gotta do something else. Sitting there vibing and focusing on things that happen in your past isn't going to change your past. You have to
No,
focus
it's
on
not.
what's going to change your future.
And that's weird because like if I do like with the whole thing with
Yeah.
Jenny, I was very much like I was in a really dark place, and then Jenny got sick, and it kind of snowballed, and then my attention went from being upset and my brain on loop from my past stuff that I'm dealing with constantly. It actually like it felt like a gear like got jammed and stopped, and all of a sudden I was like, wait, no, this isn't good. No, this isn't happening. And then it went to work getting updates on her. I was focused on her. I was trying to get to where I could go to the hospital to see her, and our roads were horrible. We couldn't do that, but her brother and sister um, kept me updated. And then when she passed, it was horrible. We really thought she was gonna make it, and she ended up passing away. And so now I want to take that sadness and that grief and that negativity and turn it into a positive thing.
And you
And
need to, because Destiny has the habit of letting the negatives consume her.
mhm.
So I mean, people that don't know me or know our relationship or see how it goes, on a regular basis, probably think I'm an ass sometimes because I won't coddle her for too long. it's kind of like, okay, there's grief. You got to deal with it. Take your time and mourn. But now we have to get back to life because that's part of life. Losses are part of
Mm,
life. And in her friend's situation, her friend was very, very sick. She had many medical problems.
yeah.
And if she would have survived, she would have survived very uncomfortably,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know. So I,
And
I am,
and
I
I
am.
didn't. So and I didn't. I guess I was, and I'm not even gonna lie. I was being very selfish when I found out that what was going on with her. And I was like, no, no, she needs to live. You need to do everything you can to make her uh, live. She needs to stay alive. Well, then I learned more and more, and Tommy actually, because I was bawling. I was like, oh my god, this can't be happening. And Tommy looked at me and he did the Tommy thing. And he's like, do you want her to suffer? Because exactly what's going to happen if she survives all this. If she is ready to go, then you need to how did you say it? You need to come to terms with that and support her.
And you need to let her go and wish her well. She
Yeah,
she had stated, and not just once when she was miserable.
right.
She has stated that she didn't want to live. She had stated she'd rather be with her mother.
Yeah.
It's what she wanted. So by you fighting that, in
And it
my eyes,
wasn't just me, it was all of
well,
us.
no, I mean people,
Right.
the living become selfish at a point.
Yes.
I feel they become very selfish because they don't want to hurt. They would rather have the person that's hurting the most hurt more so they don't hurt. And I don't think that's
Right.
fair. I don't think
It's
that's
not.
fair.
It's not at all. And that made me realize when he had said that, I was like, well, I don't want her to be miserable, and I got to talk to her on the phone. Her brother put the phone up to her ear while she was alive, but she was incubated and in a coma. Um, and I talked to her, and I realized that I told her, if she was ready to go, that it was okay, but I'm not going to let her memory go away. So she ended up passing away. She is with her mom and her grandparents. Um, and I know that she's going to be watching over all of us. And when me and Candy get together um, during the summers, we're going to do something in her memory. Outside of me bringing this back, um, I'm going to keep her memory alive. She was an awesome person, you know. So
I do want to address a couple of things if you don't mind.
yeah, 1 second. She only truly dies when the last person who knew her forgets her.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. What's up?
Oh, Dawn and Mary's comment or Dawn's comment.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. And we can understand why Tommy wants more positive resellers. So resellers do tend to focus on negative stuff and not look. And that's exactly it. Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm not good with negativity, and I'm not saying I'm always. I'm rarely like the super chipper dude, that looks at positive everything. But I acknowledge negativity. Sometimes I get in a stump, but it doesn't last long. I get there, and then it's like, okay, this is bad, this is wrong, this situation isn't any good. Now we need to find the solution to it. How do we make it better? Not just focus on how much it sucks. And then I also wanted to address Dwayne's situation or Dwayne's comment there. Yes, It was his helmet that I was talking about, not yours. And Dwayne, I was gonna message you because I was drinking a couple Captain and Cokes earlier, and I was like, Jasmine's like, "Oh, you should see if Dwayne wants to have cocktails with you." And I was like, "Oh, he's probably laying down already. He's got to work tomorrow." Now, if I would have known that you were up late, I would have said, "Hey, Dwayne, want to have a couple cocktails?"
We
Right.
all stop at negativity. We just need to learn to not camp out there. And that's what I've got to learn. That's what I'm learning slowly. And because the last couple years have been a mind roller coaster for me. And so it was, and it's been hard to turn the camera on to talk about mental health and stuff like that. Um, and the things that I'm going through because I don't want to be negative.
You know, I'm gonna say something. As much as this woman loves to take pictures, loves to take selfies with us together, and her and Jaslyn, and her and the cat, and her and the bird. She loves the camera. She hates the video. I mean, even on Whatnot, I'm like, come on, show your face on Whatnot so people can build a relationship with the seller. I build more of a relationship if I can see who's selling a product, and I either gain or distrust person depending on how they look, and that's probably maybe wrong.
As
You could
he's got his camera off.
well, that's because I'm smoking.
Yeah, put it out. I can't have one. You can't have one. Put it out.
No, it's not my show. No.
Thomas.
No, but even like on Whatnot, I'm like, turn the camera on you instead of distribute. Let the people see who you are, and
Mm,
let them get to know you, not just your fingertips.
they
And
can look at my hands.
so she's taking baby steps because she's taking baby steps. Now at least she's starting her show with the camera on her, and then she flips it.
Yeah, I'm getting there. And I don't.
But I've done a lot of research on Whatnot and watch shows, and I watch shows where the people show themselves versus not, and but where they not in the shows maybe show themselves. I think they do a lot better because you get to know the people. Yeah, you did. Think of it. Hey, think of it this way. Think of it this way. If you only knew Don and Mary strictly by text and chat, and you never seen them,
Hmm.
would you have been attracted to them as friends or just a text? Like I really like Dawn and Mary, but I think visually seeing them and interacting that way helps a lot more than if it would have just been like an old AOL chat room.
I don't know. And I guess I never thought of it. But
Yeah.
here's the difference. Whatnot is scary.
Well, it
I'm
is.
sorry. Whatnot is scary. I don't care. I don't. And at least on here, I can. I don't. I'm in my bubble. It's because when I don't have to have my lights on here when I'm on YouTube. Whatnot, you have to have that sucker lit up like the 4th of July so that people can see stuff. I don't need them looking at me like that. No, 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 no.
Well,
Look at the
you're
items.
you're there. The key with Whatnot is you're there. You're
My
visually
hands are
there,
there.
but you're getting but what you want, but you're visually there so they can get to know you. But the key is to get them to focus on your product.
Yes, that's why they need to learn my hands, not my face. This will scare them. This will
No,
not.
get out of here.
Because I mean, I do. I have all the lights on. Well, except for your long one over here. I couldn't remember how to shut that sucker off.
Well, you wouldn't want that one off because you would really be in the dark. Then you might as well turn your camera off. That basement gets dark when there's no lights on.
I know. I like that. If they can hear my voice, like if I had one of those voices that people thought were mesmerizing, I wouldn't
So,
even have my camera on. I just talk.
so you feel you have a face for radio then?
I have a face for radio. Yes.
Oh, buddy, you're very pretty. Let people see that.
Um, okay. Dwayne said you do fine on whatnot for real. Uh, no one except me has X-ray vision. That's scary, Dwayne. That's really scary.
Yeah, and yeah, Dawn's right too. Think you could light whatnot just like you are now. I can see your hands just fine. Grab a piece of your jewelry and see how it looks.
Okay.
With just and all you really have is the ambient light coming off your monitor. Maybe a little ring light that you could just focus towards the jewelry. You can still kind of keep yourself in a shadow. Yeah, see?
Wait, hold on. Let me move this down.
And then I sent the ring light. Well, not down there, you wouldn't. You'd
Right.
have
I
the
was
ring light.
just looking. Yeah, which you have to
I
shut
just
up.
clipped it on top of my monitor.
But yeah, so like there's this. I like this bracelet, but it's really, really big on me.
Yeah, but you can see it pretty good, and you could still be back there in the shadow.
Um, why is this any different? What is? I got lost. So why is this any? What? Clarify that for me, Dwayne, please.
Why is showing your face on YouTube any different than showing your face on whatnot? Because she knows all of you. That's why most people that are going to come into her chat, she knows. And if there is the oddball newbie that would come into her chat, she has enough of you guys to make her feel comfortable. That's
Yeah,
what.
that's
Where
exactly what it is.
on whatnot, you might get one person you know in the chat out of 25 that you don't. And
Right,
then
and like when like uh JRKR and Dwayne come in and stuff like that, I do relax, but then they're gone, and then I'm just like, crap. And another difference between whatnot and YouTube is I don't need to know crap about this. On whatnot or on YouTube, I just talk about my things that I know about because I live it, and stuff like that. With whatnot, I got to figure out what this, it's
but the people that are interested in it are going to know what it is. But, okay, when I pinched in for you and I jumped in on your one jewelry sale for you, I sold jewelry. I sold quite a bit of it. And I told them straight out, I don't know shit about jewelry. This is what it is. I can describe it to you the best I can. If you know what it is, you know what it is, because I don't. And I just say, I feel it's got to be at least worth this. And that's just from what I see at flea markets and stuff like that, and let it go from there.
and Dawn is correct too. She said, I think a part of the issue with you and whatnot is also the pressure of selling. Exactly. That's another thing.
And
I
it is.
know
I
I
mean,
have
whatnot's
issues.
different because even when I get on there, which don't happen too often, because Jaslyn does most of it. She wants to do most of it. The reason
Mhm.
we're on whatnot is Jaslyn.
Right.
She
I just have
she
to stop
wants
my
that.
camera for a minute.
She wants that to become her business. It's cool. We're trying to get it where she can run a whole show by herself.
Hmm.
And that's everything from scheduling to running to adding to shipping. and all of that. But when I get on Whatnot, I get nervous at first. The first couple of minutes, I got the sweaty armpits and all of that. And then I'm just like, whatever, just get on with it. But I stumble over my words sometimes. But the more you do it, the better. Now, me and Des are going to try because Jaslyn's having issues with selling like clothes, not baby clothes. She's great at the baby clothes. She's great at the plush. She's struggling with, we have so much like that we picked up of women contemporary fashion and the brands, the styles, even how you wear a certain thing. She's like, I don't know how this goes. I don't, so she doesn't know exactly how it's supposed to be worn. So she don't know how to hold it. So
Right.
we're like, well, let's let her specialize in what she does. Now I don't know women's fashion either. I don't know a good brand from a bad brand. I
This
know
is
what
what we got. This is the size it says on the tag.
right.
If you
I
like
know
it,
what
buy
I
it.
think. I know what I think would look nice on a female, and that's all I can go by. You know, I know a little bit of the terms. As far as like the different neck cuts or shoulder cuts, but that's about it.
What about these? Can you tell these, or is it too shiny? I grabbed a bag of the beads.
See, to me they look like rhinestones.
No, they're beads.
But
I'll
they're
even show
in a
you.
bag. I don't think any amount of light. Gucci good, Fruit of the Loom bad. Yes. Yeah, see that? I can see that. Perfect. And like I say, if you had just that little bit of extra light from the ring light, and you can have it so it's pointing down
Right.
to where it's not lighting up your face, it's just lighting up the item.
Dwayne said, pretend that we are always there. Put a charm or something close by to remind you we are there. Okay.
Dwayne, just send her a goofy ass picture that she can print out and set on her desk right there next to the camera so she can pretend she's talking to you. I know that would help her.
I have, it must be behind that darn board.
We'll ask all the YouTube friends. Dawn and Mary can send you goofy pictures of themselves. We'll have all these little, like, what do they call wallet sized pictures around your camera,
There we go. There we go.
and then you can just be talking to them.
Yeah, see, and this helps me too. And Tommy thinks I'm crazy, but I have my Kermit the Frog. I have my Oscar the Grouch that he got me just recently. That's on the left hand side of my desk. Then I have,
There you go. Cut out audience, like Dwayne says. Exactly. That would be cool. Just right around her camera.
and then I have my little squirrel, and he sits underneath my vinyl for decals, staring at me. Makes me smile. Isn't he cute?
So Dwayne's gonna send you a picture. And we need
Oh
one from
boy.
Dawn and Mary. And
Oh,
we'll get you a couple others. I'll reach out to people that I know you like
okay.
and make you happy.
Okay. Um, Dawn said we were kind of intimidated at first. The technical aspect, setting up the scale and preloading, taking pictures, timing, etc. I love going in their lives. I'm usually cooking dinner, so I have them on a stand.
Yeah. I
And
wanna
then,
I wanna do the OBS thing that they do, but I gotta get an SSD drive for my laptop first because
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it just ain't gonna do it. I think the drive in there is dying. It's running slower and slower.
Oh, and I have my 2-hip check stuff up there on my shelf. I gotta get my record player out of storage. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it right now. we need a bigger house is what we need. I just need a room that I can just have a woosah room. Doesn't even have to be very big, but I got to put my records in there and my books. Oh, and my DVDs.
Dwayne asked you a question.
Yeah, I'm kind of going down the line. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Dawn said it does get easier. Everybody stumbles. You just learn to roll with it.
You know,
Gucci, good fruit of the loom. Bad. Maybe on a
and it's funny because like we're not fancy people at all, you know. So we have more Fruit of the Loom than we have Gucci. So when Jaslyn's doing whatnot, like with the women's fashion, you know, if she gets up there and she pulls out a gilding T-shirt or a Bella Canva T-shirt, she knows that from the oh, this is a gilding, blah blah blah, da da da, and she's excited about it. And then you pull out a Ralph Lauren, and she's like, "This is a Ralph. What is it,
Lauren, Ralph.
Um, well, it's just this shirt, you know. It's like,
not realizing that's like a higher end brand of clothing.
she'll endorse the Gildings and the Hanes, and you know, this is a really nice shirt, and and then what was it, the Lulu Rose she had with new with tag? She's like, well, there's this top.
And she's a riot. She really is a riot. And Dwayne, you should know that answer and tell your friend the answer. Because I swear to God, I do not like clowns. I'm terrified of them. So that would be a big hell no.
Oh, see, this is that hat, Dwayne. Check it out.
Yeah, he's gonna show off his Crown Royal hat.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome hat.
Super duper clean. Picked it up. It's thrifted. It's a thrifted find. But I mean, awesome condition. And I did initially buy it to sell it, but then Jasmine's like, "No, Dad, you like your crown. You should keep it." She's like, "Keep it, wear it for a while. You'll get tired of it, and then sell it."
Yeah.
I like it. I'll keep an eye out. I've seen crown hats, but not like this nice.
Yeah, that's a nice hat. Dawn says, "We love when you can come in and listen. We are now having a ton of fun doing whatnot." Oh yeah, you can tell that you guys are, into your groove and stuff like that. And I ended up buying all their Aretha Franklin records. But my Candy, my best friend growing up / sister, me, her, and Jenny, we listen to records all the time. So, and Aretha Franklin was one. So I bought all their Aretha Franklin. I cannot wait to be able to bring the record player home, put it on there, and listen to it.
That's one thing Jaslyn could never sell on whatnot is music.
Yeah,
Because
no.
that girl loves music so much that even when she's in her live and we try to play the music in the background, we have to play something she's not really into, because if a song comes on that is one of her favorite songs, which is like 2,000 different songs, she like gets lost in the song. So she'd never be able to sell music.
So you can definitely tell when a song comes on that Jaslyn likes. Because she'll be talking and all of a sudden she just kind of like, and then she focuses on the song. Like, it happens every time. But this girl feels music. Not only does she listen to it and get lost in it, she feels it. And it's crazy. I love that you bought records and haven't even pulled out a turntable yet. Hey, I have one, but Tommy, so my birthday and our anniversary and Valentine's Day is coming up. And so eventually
Like her record player
it's
is one
old.
of them old. I can't even tell you the brand. I think it's like a Sound Design. Who remembers Sound Design? But it's one of those. It's got the turntable on top, then the AM FM radio, then a double cassette deck on the bottom. It's one of those old ones. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get her one of those little portable Bluetooth turntables. But I've been reading reviews on them, and the reviews seem pretty split on like whether they're any good or not.
I
So
think that's what the ladies have is, but I'm not 100% sure you'd have. I, is that the kind that you guys have? Because they have the tie-dye one. And I thought that was really awesome. Their tie-dye turntable or record player.
yeah, I don't know. I like I say, I read the reviews. We looked at that one. Well, there was two at Walmart. All right,
Yep.
there was a $20 difference in them. They looked exactly the same,
Yes.
exactly the same, but the brand was different. And
Wasn't
neither
that the only thing that was different
that
between
was
the
the
two?
only thing that was different. And yeah, I mean they're exactly the same except for the brand. And neither one of them was like a brand that you heard of before. And it was like one had horrible reviews and the other one had decent reviews. And it's like, but you would swear they were made by the exact same person. Crosley.
Yeah, Jaslyn, she listens to some weird stuff.
She does
Dwayne said,
weird music, but she knows a ton of music. Like she knows old music, she knows new music, she knows rap music, she knows gospel music. She has a very wide array. We have an old realistic Radio Shack that we played through the computer. I turn. Ah,
see, no, and I didn't know that. I thought it was one of the newer ones. So that's pretty awesome.
so and I don't know these people that give these Bluetooth ones like bad reviews. I mean, what are they comparing it to? Too obviously, it's not going to be like an old Techniques turntable sound quality, with a diamond needle and shit. So I don't know. I got to wait till they have one on display somewhere that you can actually listen to. Yeah, for sure. Show it off.
Heck yeah. I love the sound that a record makes when playing.
Oh, that
I love that. Absolutely love that.
audio files. Hate anything new. Yeah, for sure.
That is not the word I thought that was. I'm glad you wrote or you said that because I would not have. That's not what I thought it said.
Yeah, and you're right. It's very subjective. So like, Destiny doesn't mind like that hissy scratch sound. She actually likes that you get from the sounds you get from like a dirty record. She loves that sound for some reason. Me, it drives me nuts.
Oh, I love that. I just, I don't know. I used to play the crap out of my blues and jazz um, record that I had. And then my Joan Jett, I played the crap out of that one too.
Get you an old crank up Victrola,
Oh, those are cool.
big horn speaker.
Someday, someday. But yeah, so see, I still have all the. Here my records. I kept them in the safe wrapping that was sent to me, for the simple fact that I want nothing happening to them. Nothing. So there, and I do have I have my little thing that they sent me. Is it in here?
Yeah, next time we go up there, we'll have to pull that out. I mean, it worked good. It served the purpose. She used to jam to it, and then what did we do? We got we got that surround sound unit, that Yamaha unit from your dad.
Yeah, from my dad.
So then we hooked that up, and then the other one just went out to the unit. She wouldn't let me get rid of it. I was like, let's just donate this. She's like, no, you're not.
So growing up I had I don't know what brand it was, but it was not real big, but it
It was the
like,
Fisher Price one.
no, it was like this high, like this wide, and you could put all your records on the shelving, and the record player was on top, and then you lifted up the top, and that's where you played your records, and then it had speakers on it. And I wish to God I still had that, because that thing was awesome, and it was all compact, and I loved that one. It might need a new needle, but likely should sound good. I don't know. We never changed the needle, and it still sounded good when we had it plugged in.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded.
I'm gonna teach Jaslyn, so when we get a record player back here, we have a nice home for it. Set it up.
Jaslyn was excited because when we were moving the shelf, we totally forgot about this one that we bought, or from Pat D's.
What's that?
You don't even remember.
Oh, yes, I do. I do.
Because Jaslyn loves.
Yep.
I mean, this is a repop, I'm sure. Yeah, because it says 2020 official calendar on it. But Jazz, she had to have that one.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
Yeah. And it's sealed. So.
Dwayne said, I need to get to bed. Some of us have real jobs.
Yeah. Good night, Dwayne.
Good night. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate it. But remember, no clowns.
I gotta go to bed too. Me and Jasmine gotta be up.
Oh, yeah.
7:30 show.
Yeah, and I'm tired too. But I appreciate everybody who stopped in, everybody who hung out with us. I will get next Monday's show up and set up tomorrow for next Monday, and probably schedule out a couple of them and go from there. So again, thank you everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. And I'm also going to have once I get everything situated with the channel and I start getting pushed out more, I'm actually going to have a special guest from Whatnot. Not Tommy. But Tommy will probably be on with us as well. But it's a really good friend of ours, a wonderful lady that we became really good friends with. She has a foundation that her and her family started when her brother passed away. So I'd like for her to come on and tell you guys about it and stuff like that. So look forward to that.
That's the other thing about Whatnot too is we've made some really nice connections on Whatnot. You know, and
yes,
people
we have
actually turned into what I'd consider friends. You know.
Yes, exactly. Dwayne has to put his 2 cents in.
Tiny special, but more like special. Ed special. No, Dwayne, I wanted to have some cocktails with you tonight and get special ed special.
Oh, Lord. Oh, behave. Anyway, Dawn said, good point. Bedtime here as well. Have a great week, everyone. You as well. Same to everybody else. Again, I will see you next Monday. Maybe I might jump on beforehand just to talk or whatever.
Yeah, you got to get
And
yourself back out there in the YouTube vibe so people
right.
start realizing
I
you're
think we
back
did
on.
really good today for not being live for like this for a long time. I mean, we've had lives where we've gone live, but it wasn't anything. I don't
It was
want
just a spur of the moment. Hey, you want to go
to.
live
Yeah,
or work? Basically, so
exactly.
we could chat multi-floor,
Yeah, pretty
and then
much.
somebody wanted to jump in. Cool.
Yeah, for sure. But okay, again, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Much love, and we will catch you next Monday. Have a good night.
Catch y'all later. Good